Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our loot videos for our 200 run series part 2. And this is going to be for week 11, where we actually ran Zul'Farrak and we ended up doing Skyreach. And I did complete 200 runs of both of these dungeons, which means we have a lot of loot to actually add to our auction house. Kind of switched the farms around a little bit. We were actually going to be doing like Karazhan and Shadow Labs, but I decided to push up Zul'Farrak because, you know, all the whole issues with, you know, open world farms being kind of nerfed. I figured it might blow up some of those Solithus known items, which Zul'Farrak is famous for dropping those as well. Just of course Solithus is usually better for it, but with the nerfs and stuff, it's probably not right now. And then Skyreach was also a nice addition because, you know, it's quick and it gives us a chance to add more of those WAD items, but actually it is a little bit different from what you get from Iron Docks. So we'll see if we can get some sales off of those, plus give us another shot at possibly getting some of those WAD epics that sell nicely, like that Black Rock Bulwark. So we'll have to wait until we get to our bank add-ons or bank alts to see whether or not we actually have one of those nice epics in there, or what epics we do have. Also to see if we got any nice glorious legs or any nice world drop epics from Classic from ZF. And also if we got any of the patterns that can drop off Godzilla that actually drops in ZF. And that's one nice thing away from Solithus. You can't get that pattern that you can get off Godzilla. Of course, you have to go and do some things in order to unlock the ability for that to drop out there in ZG. Is where you have to get those completed in order for the boss to actually drop that pattern. But anyway, guys, it was a lot of fun. And before we do get to our bank alts to see what all we did get from these runs, I'd just like to mention, if you do like these videos, smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also helps out the channel, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. This next one coming up is going to be for Karazhan, and I switched it up from Shadow Labs to RFK, but that's going to be next week. Let's go ahead and get to our first bank alt. We will actually be looking at 4 different bank alts since we did 2 different farms and we have 2 different realms. We have the first one's going to be Proudmoore for Zul'Farrak, and then I like doing it where we're actually doing the same dungeon back to back instead of the rounds like we started out to do. So then I'll switch over to the loot that's going to go to Thrall for Zul'Farrak, and then we'll take a look at all the Skyreach loot. Again, we'll take a look at 100 runs worth of loot that's going to go to Proudmoore, and then the 100 runs worth of loot that's going to go to Thrall. So first up, our first bank alt. Let's take a look and see what we got here. So Zul'Farrak, 100 runs worth of loot from the half of the 200 runs. This goes to Proudmoore. Of course, if we have any high value items that we have duplicates of but not on the other realm, we will trade it over to try to get the sales as fast as possible. Already looking pretty good. We have a whole bank tab full of items here with the low value stuff. Really don't believe we had nowhere near this amount last time when we did it. Now again, with some of the other farms where I've had to unmark some items that I will normally vendored, it was the same here as well, so that may have added to some of our loot pool because things have went up in value recently. Again though, still low value stuff is really nice to get a lot of. It helps fill up the auction house and they sell super fast. I did actually kind of create the 5,000 threshold though, so I wouldn't have as many items to post, and it may get to where it's a little overwhelming, but hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we can sell some of these rather quickly. But anyway, just gonna go through these really fast since they're the low value things, and then we'll take a look at the high value stuff. We got the lofty belt here at 12,000. Jade belt at 9,000. Now these go along with some of the really high value sets, so they should sell relatively good. And then we have the Bloodforged legs here at 7,300. Actually have a couple of those. Tyrant's legs, really good one. you know, really right up there with high value stuff as far as how good it sells. I mean, you see 0.011 sell rate there, but only 14,000, and we actually have 3 of those, so that's really good. And then we have Bloodlust pants here for 10,000. We have Pride Lord pants, 10,000. High Chiefs, Sabatons, Heroic Grease actually at 28,000, but was marked off for low value, and there's a lot of shared appearances here. 28,000, 0.02 sell rate, so still kept it with the low value stuff, because I feel like maybe it just got overinflated with the increase in prices on some things. And I have noticed that, like, there were some gloves back when we did Iron Docks that actually were up to like the high value range, and now they've really dropped down and they've gotten back to where they really should be. So this, I think, is going to be like a similar item as that. So I feel like it probably should just stay with low value, because it's probably just going to drop back down very soon. We also have the Jade boots here at 11,000, have 3 of those. We have the Protector boots here for 5,000. We have Pride Lord boots, Celestial slippers. Like I said, this is low value stuff. Don't want to go into it too much, just waste too much time. Triumphant cloak here, 14, really slow sell rate though. Brutish breastplate, that's 8,000, almost 9,000. Tyrant's chest piece, so along with the Tyrant's pants there, 11,000, 0.017 sell rate, really awesome sell rate, and we got 3 of those. So even though it's low value, if you can sell it really quick, it's really nice. Quick turnaround there. Wind Chaser robes at 8,800. And then we have 4 of those. We actually have the opulent robes here at 17,000. Really slow sell rate though. Blood woven wraps here at 6,000. Lunar remnant for 6,000 as well. And then we have Ironhide bracers at 6,700. Protector arm guards at actually under. But it is unique. It has it may have been above that when I put it in here. And then we have the impenetrable gauntlets here at 19,000, right below high value, very slow sell rate. Perilous gloves. We have heroic gauntlets. Actually, again, another one that's right at 30,000, but I do know this one was at the low value range, and it must have spiked up recently. I'm still going to keep at the low value stuff. Jade gauntlets at 9,000. I got 2 of those. 0.012 sell rate, 2 on those. Protector gauntlets. We have celestial hand wraps. We have grand belt. Actually, this was one that was marked off. You see, we got 3 of those. Heroic girdle at 11,000. We got the bloodlust helm at 12,000. We got the bonecaster crown at 13,000. Really looking just for any that really have a really nice sell rate. Ironhide shoulders, not too bad, 11,000, 0.007. Jade shoulders, 4,000, only 0.004 sell rate, and actually under our 5,000 threshold. Vanguard shoulders at 17, almost 18,000, 0.006. Celestial pauldrons here, 13. And then we have Merciless Sword Coat at 16,000. And Griffin Mill breastplate at 5,000. And then this Patreon padded armor for 8,900, very slow sell rate. The High Chief's armor, 21,000, 0.001 sell rate. And so it looks like the Tyrant's pieces and the J pieces probably had the best. I mean, Vanguard, it's okay too, but it looks like it's just the Jade and the Tyrant's pieces that really have those like double-digit sell rates. So then we've got our low-value blue items. We got the Minotaur here. We got 3 of those. 9,500, 0.009. Eye Gouger for 10,000, 0.004. Got 2 of those. And then the Troll Protector here at 17,000, 0.004. I got 3 of those. And then the Spell Shock leggings here at 7,300, 0.006. And then if we go to our next tab, yeah, we got 2 tabs. Not really a tabs. It's pretty empty, but I had to separate the high value stuff. So we got our high value items, some epics, some patterns here, and then just our rings. So we'll try to get 1,000 gold for these if we can. But with our high value pieces, we've got glorious shoulders here at 43,000, 0.003 sell rate. We got our lofty chest pieces here at 92,000, 0.004 sell rate, and we've got 3 of those. We've got glorious gloves here, 43,000, 0.005 sell rate, and then we've got the glorious legs. Like this is like the one, the big piece to get as far as the greens go. There are some epics that actually can be above this, but 200,000 actually now. Man, they've really went up. 0.011 sell rate though. Really nice sell rate. And then we've got the Vanguard legs as well. 97,000, 0.013 sell rate. Looks just like the Glorious legs except for blue color instead of that golden color. And then we've got Bloodlust boots. We've got 2 pairs of those at 25,000, 0.006 sell rate. And then our epics, normally I would separate low value and high value, but I didn't this time. We do actually have a low value epic piece here. First, Warden Staff, 15,000, 0.003 sell rate. And then we've got the Eye of the Flame here at 41,000 at 0.003 sell rate. So no really good epics. Mediocre one here, and then a low value one. And then we've got some patterns here. So we got the pattern for the Mooncloth Vest at 62,000, 0.006 sell rate. Really nice one there. Not the highest value, but I feel like they do sell rather fast, so not bad there. And then we did actually get one of the patterns off of Godzilla, and that's this one right here, the Ancient Design for Square Holders, and it's 102,000, 0.009 sell rate. I mean, it's not the best value and not the highest sell rate either, but it is very unique because you can only get it off of Godzilla. So hopefully it will help be a quick turnaround because of that. All right, so over here now on Thrall, let's take a look at their stock. And man, they really filled it up. They outdid Prowmore for sure with the low value stuff. I mean, it's a completely full tab here. And then their other tab is about the same. So anyway, looking at our low value stuff again, it's mostly gonna be the same stuff. We may have a couple other items, seeing that we have so much more, but then again, we may just have a lot more duplicates. I'm trying to quickly scroll through here, see if anything really stands out that may be different. I notice this one may be something different, but it's really nothing really to go over. Really, it's all about the same. Grand belt, got jade shoulders, jade belts and stuff. Lorian belt here. Merciless Circa. I don't know if I saw that one over there. 16,000.004. We got like, what? Oh man, we got a lot. 7. No, they did have one. Actually, just tell me they have one. We have 7 here though. So that's really what's filling it up here. Bone Leak armor. I'm not sure we had. Yeah, we didn't have any of those over there. 8,600 for that one. 0.004. Lunar Vest. No, they had one over there as well. The Opulent Tunic. Pride Lord armor. Tyrant's Chest. Unfortunately, we only have one over here. We had 3 over there, and that one has that 0.017 sell rate, which is really nice. Blood Moving Rod here. We have Blood Forged Shield. Actually, you have 3 of those here. We didn't have any over there. 11,000 for that one. 0.002. High Chief Shield. Actually, I don't know if we had any shields over there, did we? 13,000 for that one. We have 3 here. We have the Merciless Shield here at 10,000. Vanguard Shield, actually 20,000 for that one. 0.002. Then we have the Warbringer Shield here at 8,000. We have the Brutus Shield, 7,000. 3 of those. Yeah, I don't think we had. It's not showing any over on the other bank there. Yeah, so a lot of stuff here. Vanguard Helm, we didn't have that over there. 14,000.006 sell rate. And then we have our other tab. We actually had some leftovers. We couldn't even fill up the whole tab. I mean, we more than filled it up. So here's 2 more low value pieces that we had left over to throw over on this side. Caster's Crown, and then a Bloodlust Helm here. And then we actually have a low value pattern here. Actually, looks like it jumped up. But anyway, a green pattern here right at 20,000.008 sell rate for the Elixir of Dream Visions. And then we have our low value blue items here. We have Spell Shock leggings, which we did have one over there, but we have 5 here. We also had the Witch Doctor's cane here, actually at 4,000, but pretty high sell rate at 0.008 sell rate, so we kept it. And we've got 2 of those. We also got the Minotaur. We got 3 of them on both realms. We also got the Bloodletter scalpel here. Actually only 3,200, but again 0.008 sell rate. And then 2 Troll Protectors, and we had 3 over there. Then our high value pieces, we got Jade leg plates. We didn't have any Jade over there, so a nice little switch up there. 52,000.012. another pair of glorious legs, so really nice. We have glorious legs for both realms. Again, 200,000.011 sell rate. We have the glorious gloves, 43,000.005. We had that on both. We have the Arachnidian armor here. I have two of them over here. Have none over there, so we could actually trade one of these over. 50,000.003 sell rate. Glorious helm, 22,000.004 sell rate. Only have two here, none there. And then the glorious shoulders, we actually have a pair of these on each for 43,000.003 sell rate. Fortunately, no Vanguard chest. I don't think we had that on either. We did have the Vanguard legs over there instead of the Jade legs. So yeah, but nothing to really trade over except for maybe the Arachnidian armor here. And as far as our epics go, we only got one. We got the Flurry Axe, 24,000.004 sell rate. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of the really big epics like Blade of Hana, the Skull Flame Shield, anything like that. And then we also got a ring over here as well. All right, guys, so here we are now back to Proudmoore for the first half of our Skyreach runs, so the first 100 runs. Let's go ahead and take a look to see how well they did. So again, we're stocking up the auction house really well with a full tab of low value items here, and then we have another tab here with our high value epics and things like that. So really good amount of loot, especially when Skyreach is such a short dungeon to do. I know it can be quite annoying with the RP in the beginning, but honestly, still, it's so fast and it's really a good amount of loot that you get in such a short amount of time. Again, we're going to be mostly looking for like the green weapons, but the armor and stuff does sell as well. And this is just the low value stuff, so we'll quickly just try to get through it just to see what the names are as we see the things sell during the cleanouts. We kind of recognize where it came from, but really not going to go into it too much. May slow down a little bit when we get to like the weapons, but yeah, so it looks like Talon Guard items. We got Raven Scar weapons, Shade Back, Spire Strider, Rashi, Talon Guard. If I see anything with like a really high sell rate, I'll maybe point it out, but it does look like most things are around 0.002, 0.003 at most, and then of course the 0.001 stuff. As we get to the weapons though, it should get a little bit better. Yeah, right here 0.006 with the Skittish sword. Skittish pieces are really good, and the thing about this is you can't really get these items from Iron Docks. Like, they do have different green items that drop. Of course, you still get the chance for both the epics from both Iron Docks and from Skyreach. Skyreach is actually a little bit quicker too, which might be nice if you're just trying to, you know, maybe farm out that Blackrock Bulwark or some of the other epics. But unfortunately, with Skyreach, you don't get a chance at any of the blues. You can actually get the epics, but not the blues. And I do feel like actually Skyreach has actually had a better drop rate with the epics. So if you're not worried about passing up on some of the blues, you may want to give Skyreach a try instead of Iron Docks. Anyway, Sworn Scepter here, Skittish Axe, 13,000.006 sell rate. Rukmari Bowl here, we've got Talon Guard Shield, 11,000.004. Got some more armor pieces here. And what weapons again? Bloodmane. Bloodmane's another nice one, 11,000.003 sell rate. We've also got the Bloodmane Staff, 5,400.006 sell rate. Got a few of those. Bloodmane Spear, 6,100, actually at 0.007 sell rate. Really nice there. Bloodmane Hammer, 15,000.007 sell rate. So a lot of Bloodmane different pieces. Now you get to the Bloodmane Crossbow. It's only 0.001 though. We got a couple of those. Bloodmane Bow back up to 0.007, 10,000 gold. Got 3 of those. Bloodmane Broadaxe at 9,300.002. Long Claw stuff as well. Long Claw Staff, 16,000.005. Long Claw Bow, 8,300.005. Long Claw Broadaxe back to 0.001, 16,000 though. And then we've got the Bloodmane Sword here at 7,900.003. Rukmari Scepter, actually below 5,000.005 sell rate. Bloodmane Axe at 6,900.003. And then we've got the Shadow Sage Wand here, Long Claw Sword, and Long Claw Knuckles. All right, on to the exciting stuff, hopefully. We got some good ones here. We've got the Bloodmane gun, 38, almost 39,000.003 sell rate. We've got the Sunsworn transcription here. It's offhand, 39,000.007. We've got the Ravenscar shield here at 24,000.001 though. We've got the Ravenscar helm for almost 24,000.002. Got two of those. We got the Ravenscar shoulders, 27,000, but only 0.001. Talon Guard breastplate at 40,000.001 as well. Ravenscar breastplate at 23,000.001. Ravenscar gloves here at 48,000.002 at least. Four of those. And then we got the Sunsworn cloak here at 70,000.009. Fortunately, we didn't get a whole bunch of high value green weapons, unfortunately. There are some really nice ones, especially with like the Scottish staff and things like that. And then we got our epics here. So we've got the Toria's Perseverance, and that's a headpiece, a leather headpiece, 147,000.001. Sorry, and there are a few shared appearances there, unfortunately. So probably gonna be a really slow seller. We've got the High Mall Magi Scarf. It is a cloak. Now, at least with this one, it is unique. We do actually have two of them, so we can trade one over. It doesn't look like we have one on the other realm, so we probably will. And it's 152,000.003 sell rate, so a little bit better with this one at least. Three of the modules. Now, fortunately, we are still sitting on some from back when we did Iron Docks. We have sold some here and there, but still, it's not going to hurt for when we actually can move those. We'll have some backups here. So anyway, three of those, and they're each going for 11,000 right now, 0.026 sell rate. And then the offhand pieces do help him bring in like extra 1,000 gold or whatever if they actually sell. And actually, I have a higher sell rate, 2,500.031 sell rate. So actually, they may actually sell faster. These ones are a little bit slower. Then we have, we have a couple pieces here that we got from actually the lock boxes from doing Skyreach. So we got the Moon Whisper cloak here at 20,000, and then we got the Frostlink Spalders here for 5,000.002, and then of course a bunch of rings. And unfortunately, like this one right here is like 1.7 million, almost 1.8 million. That's not real. I will try to get 1,000 gold for this if I can. Same thing with this one, really high, and then we even have a trinket and some neck pieces that are green and some rings here as well. But of course, those just go in the inflated group, and we try to get rid of them more than what the vendor would actually give us. But all right, guys, so on to our last bank alt, the last 100 runs to complete the 200 runs of Skyreach. Let's see how well our druid did for Thrall. And again, we have actually a little bit more. We actually have a complete tab full, and actually, yeah, we actually have some runoff into the next tab. So they did really well as far as stocking up the auction house. Let's see here. Again, we'll really just try to go through this really quickly just to get some of the name shouts. It's going to be mostly the same stuff. We may actually have more duplicates or something. We may have a couple items here and there that are a little bit different. Windswept, I'm not sure if I actually saw that on the other one. Spire Strider, we have Rip Fang. I don't know if we have one of those over there. Actually, it says we did. I just may have not seen it because we did go through it quite fast. Sunsquire Robe. We have Spire Strider. Here we go. Now, finally get to the weapons. I'll slow down a little bit. We got Bloodmane Sword. Got three of those. We did also have that over there as well, though. Rukmari Scepter here. We have the Bloodmane Dagger, 10,000. Didn't have one of those over there, actually. And then we have the Bloodmane Axe. And then we have the Longclaw Knuckles. We also have Longclaw Dagger, 5,900. Then we have the Longclaw Axe, 5,800. Actually didn't have one of those over on Proudmoore, 5,800 and 0.005. We have the Sunsworn wand here, 5,600. Have three of those. We have the Scottish sword at 6,800. Actually have four over here. We only have one over there. And then we have the Sunsworn scepter, 11,000. We have the Scottish mace here, only one over here, 6,400. We have the Scottish knuckles, have three over here, none over there. 5,700.005 sell rate. Scottish Dagger, 11,000.005 sell rate. Talon Guard Shield, 11,000.004. Sharp Tusk Shield, 13,000.003. And back to armor again. And we have the Bloodmane Staff at 5,400.006 sell rate. Got a few of those. Bloodmane Hammer, 15,000.007. Poor Bloodmane Crossbow at 0.001. And then we have Bloodmane Bow, 10,000.007. Bloodmane Broadaxe, 9,300.002. Longclaw Staff at 16, almost 17,000.005 sell rate on that one. Have a couple of those. And then our runoffs here on the other tab here. We have the Bloodmane Bow, and then we have the Longclaw Hammer, 10,000.005. Two of those. We got the Longclaw Gun at 9,700. Almost getting up there to 10,000.006 sell rate. Got a couple of those. Longclaw Crossbow at 5,700.003 sell rate. We've got the Longclaw Broadaxe at 16,000.001 though. Skittish Broadaxe at 13, almost 14,000.003 sell rate. And then we've got the Rukmari Wand at 16,000.003 sell rate, and that's it for the low value. Now for the high value items, let's see if we got anything different over here. We've got the Longclaw Greatsword at 54,000.005 sell rate. Now, we didn't have one of those, but looks like we only have one. So we can't trade. I thought we were going to have duplicates here, but this is a different one. So we have the Scottish Greatsword here at 31,000. Only 0.001 sell rate though. And we've got two of those. Now, we didn't have any over there. We could trade one of these. It is unfortunately only 0.001 sell rate. We'll much rather have the Longclaw. We have the Scottish Staff here. So the Scottish Staff is really nice though, 64,000.002 sell rate. And then we have the Scottish Staff again, but they are actually different. This is like the oddest thing. They have the exact same name, but they are different staffs. And you see this one is actually unique, whereas this one has a few shared appearances here. So 24,000 though, 0.003 sell rate. We have the Scottish Gun at 57,000 and a 0.007 sell rate. So really, really nice on that one. Ravenscar Pauldrons at 27,000, 0.001 sell rate. And then we have the Ravenscar Helm at 23,000, 0.002 sell rate. Talon Guard Chest, we got two of those. One of those, 40,000.001. Then two Ravenscar chests at 23,000. And then the Ravenscar Gauntlets at 43,000.002 sell rate. And then our epics, we did quite, a little bit better on our epics actually. We got like 5 here. We only had what, 3? Yeah, 3 over there. We have the, I'm not even going to try to say it. We have this offhand here at 174,000.001 sell rate. It's a couple of shared appearances. The Plume Adorned Headdress, we've got 148,000.003 sell rate. There's a lot of shared appearances for that one though, unfortunately. And then we've got the Gorin Scale Mesh Cloak. Has one shared appearance, 383,000.001 sell rate. And then we've got the Flame Lick Cloak. We actually have 2 of those, and this one is unique, which is really nice. And it's 144,000 and at a 0.005 sell rate. And so really we get to trade a cloak from here to Proudmoore and a cloak from Proudmoore Salute to here. So it works out really well. They both have one they can trade over. We also can trade over one of the Scottish Greatswords from here to there. I'm not really sure if I caught anything else that we can really trade. I may find something as I'm actually trading everything and switching it. But another good thing is they actually did really well too with the modules. You see, we actually got 5 versus 3 there. Now we do have 2 of the leftover pieces, so I could try to sell these separately. I could trade at least these 2 over and make 2 more, so they could actually have 4 for Proudmoore, which I may actually end up doing just to go ahead and complete it and get some more there. And then as far as our lock boxes, this is what we got. We got the Frostlink Gauntlets, 5,400.003 sell rate. We got a Lunar Glow Staff, which looks just like the Scottish Staff. Really nice one actually. Just has a different color. Does still have a shared appearance though. 8,800.006 sell rate. We've got the Void collar shoulders here at almost 6,000 0.004 sell rate. And then we've got the Lunar Glow robe here for almost 11,000 at 0.004 sell rate. And then we got our, rings and things. I did just like with the Proud War loot, didn't bother separating the epics and greens, but they'll all get put in the inflated group. I'll try to get rid of them for like 1,000 gold, or maybe a little bit less, but more than what the vendor would give us is all I really try to aim for with these things. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for week 11 of our 200 run series part 2. It was pretty amazing. We actually got 200 runs of both Zul'Farrak and Skyreach all done in one. Skyreach was a little bit shorter, but Zul'Farrak's not too short. I mean, still was getting it done, somewhere in between 40 to 50 minutes for the 10 runs. But yeah, that still takes some time when you're doing 200 runs and then trying to do 200 runs of another one. But really, happy to get all this loot up on the auction house. Hopefully we'll see some sales from it during our clean out at the end of the week. And yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this loot video as well. If you did, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also, helps out the channel. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, which we will be hopefully covering again 200 runs of Karazhan and 200 runs of RFK if I can pull it off again. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next video and live sometime on Twitch. Take care, guys.